Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my March TBR, roll the dice with a dash of chaos. This is not an original TBR game. I was inspired by Jessie Mae's roll the dice game as well as Sam from A Life of Lit. I love her chaotic calendar style TBR game, so I kind of merged the two to come up with mine, because I loved roll the dice, but I also love prompt-based TBR games. I just think they're fun. So I wanted to find a way to do both. This is what we came up with. If you're new, hello, my name is Emily. This is MacInnis Mama, where you will find mostly bookish content. I do have a budget freezer meal style video already filmed, waiting for me to edit it. So if that's not your thing, don't worry, a bookish video will be coming up next. For my TBR, if I don't complete my TBR, I need to kick off my game with a challenge. Now, I did not play my game for February. I had played it the 3 months prior. It just wasn't working for me because I kept getting distracted. I needed a month to just kind of reset. And so I kind of had like this just big list of options last month, and that worked so good for me. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to tackle a proper TBR now. I did say if I read fewer than 6 books, I would pull a challenge, but I have read 8 and the month isn't quite over yet, and I think I can maybe squeeze one more book in. So therefore, I would call February a successful reading month, and I'm not going to start off with a challenge. So I have quite a number of buddy reads or a book club pick that I would love to get to. I have 4 reading vlogs I would love to go up in March. I don't know if that's going to be possible, so I chose books based on that. But enough rambling from me. Let's head over to play the game, and I will meet you right back here. All right, I am ready to set up the board. We're first going to roll 1 dice to figure out how many easy prompts we need. Then we'll do hard prompts. So if it's an even number, that is 2 easy spots. And if it's an odd number, it's 3. Okay, and we're going to use our random number generator. I'm going to assume that is 7 and 5. Now our hard prompts, 2 of those as well. I am going, okay, whatever. We'll do 7 again and 10. Now I need to pick 2 books from my TBR jar. I haven't read a single thing from here. I don't think. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. You're just going to have to believe me. We'll go with this one and this one. Okay, we have All the Light We Cannot See and Hellfire. So I'm going to add those on as my physical TBR. I'm going to fill out this board and I'll be right back. All right, here we are. We are going to be doing our normal 6 rolls. I do not have a punishment for February. I read lots of books, so let's hope March is another successful reading month for me. We have 7 right off the bat. Okay, that's an easy plus a hard prompt. Okay, so the easy prompt is a standalone, and I'm going to try my best to combine these if possible. That's a Goodreads nominee. Okay, roll number 2. 3, All the Light We Cannot See. That is perfect because that came from my TBR jar. Roll number 3. 6, Dawn of Onyx. Roll number 4. 11 for the wolf. Roll number 5. The Bridge Kingdom. 6th and final roll. 8 again. I was so tempted to, but didn't say. The game was so nice to me this month. I almost said it halfway through rolling the dice. I was like, nope, can't say it just in case. I'm very pleased with what I have going on for this month's TBR. I feel really confident going into it. So starting off, the 2 books I pulled from my TBR jar, these aren't, I mean, one ended up being on a roll, but these don't really count towards the challenge or punishment aspect. But I have these books will self-destruct and 23 books to read in 2023 that I just didn't want to forget about these books. So I'm pulling 2 each month to just kind of like set out and like remind myself, hey, you should read these soon. So both of these were pink ones, right? 23 and 2023. So Hellfire was gifted to me from my friend Leanne off my Amazon wish list. So thank you so much, Leanne. I'm a little bummed because, well, for 2 reasons. I've now seen mixed reviews and I was so excited for this like super dark fantasy romance series. I follow Muriel is the book daddy on Instagram and I love her Instagram account. This recently got a new cover, which looks stunning. So I wish I had the new cover, but this one is also gorgeous. I don't like seeing reviews. There goes the bus driving by again. What? That is like the 4th time this has happened where the bus just blows by my house without dropping off my kid. Okay. I don't like seeing mixed reviews for a book that I am so excited to read because then it like lessens my excitement. It shouldn't, but it does a little bit. So I'm a little hesitant going into this, but I'm still hopeful that I am going to love it. I don't know anything about the plot. I just know it's a fantasy romance, start to a new series, and it is dark. And then I have All the Light We Cannot See, which this is very much not my genre. This is a historical fiction, and this is like one of those books that is like a work of art, like a literary work of art. It has won multiple awards. The Pulitzer Prize is on the front, National Book Awards on the back, New York Times top 10 best books of the year. This is Allison's from the Bookish Mamas, one of her absolute favorite books, and that is why when I saw it for $1 at my charity bookshop, I grabbed it. But then I didn't want this to just sit on my shelf forever and ever, so that is why it was 23 books I wanted to read in 2023. So that was rambly, but these 2 are just going to be kind of like set out as a reminder. Let's hop into the rolls. The first roll, and the only one that was prompts, I had to combine an easy and a hard prompt standalone and a Goodreads nominee. And I am feeling still in like a full fantasy mood. And I was looking and a lot of them were starts to series, but not all of them. And one that is also in my 23 books to read in 2023 little jar, Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I'm sorry, I have like a hair on me. I've been wanting to read this. I bought the ebook. It is an adult cozy fantasy following orcs who are just so sick of fighting and war, and they start a coffee shop. And I believe it's sapphic as well, and it's not too long. And that was nominated for the 2022 Goodreads Awards, which is amazing because it was indie and it was picked up by a publisher. But usually, I mean, the one that won the fantasy category was House of Sky and Breath. So like, it was up against some really big names. Apologies if my camera moved a little bit. I had to answer a phone call. I'm also keeping an eye for the bus if I seem distracted. Anyways, Roll number 2 was All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. So this is on the official I Must Read This in March TBR. I'm excited about it. I don't know anything about what this is actually about. So you know what, I was gonna read the back, but I just want to go in a bit more blind and see what it's all about. Roll number 3 was Dawn of Onyx, and this is actually the second buddy read my friend Sam and I are planning for the month of March. So I love it when I'm able to get our buddy reads on the TBR. It just makes things less stressful. And it was spun for a roulette reading vlog coming up. So I will be vlogging reading that book. It is a new fantasy romance series. Then I rolled For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. I actually got this for Christmas. I still haven't done my Christmas/birthday book haul. My birthday is in January, so I like to combine the two, and I have a ton of books to haul. So this is a bit of a spoiler. This is apparently a more adult, darker version of ACOTAR, kind of. I thought it would be more like Red Riding Hood, but I mean, Girl in the Woods, Wolf, I have no idea. This is the start to another new series, which isn't great, but it says a brilliant dark fantasy debut. I hate deckled edges. I think they look cool, but actually reading them, I don't know. I don't like the way they feel on my fingers, but doesn't matter. This is on my TBR for March as well, and I have a video planned with this, a second reading vlog. Roll number 5, I got The Bridge Kingdom. Again, I'm gonna pop that up here. This is another start to a fantasy romance series. Do you sense a theme? Because this is also going to be in one of those vlogs. I am just still fully in fantasy romance. I read a ton in February, and I'm so excited to keep reading fantasy romance in March. And this one, we have a woman who it's an arranged marriage, I think, with a kingdom across the bridge, like their enemy kingdom. I don't know which word I am trying to grasp and not quite getting, but yeah, anyways, I think it's enemies to lovers, fantasy romance. I'm excited. And roll number 6, final roll, was another fantasy romance, and this was Glow by Raven Kennedy, the 4 of 5 of the Plated Prisoner series, the last one that is out. I will be caught up on this series.
Let me watch.
Can you guys share and take turns?
No.
Yes. All right, Max has been successfully dropped off. It's the last kid. Anyways, Glow by Raven Kennedy, 4th book of the Plated Prisoner series. I have had such a good time reading this series, and I've been putting off Glow because it is very chunky, but I should get on it and be caught up and kind of cross that off of my current series that I'm in the middle of. So those are the 6 books on my official March TBR. Like I said, I'm feeling really good about them. I have reading vlog plans for some of them, 3 of them. So that is more encouraging and means that I will prioritize those a little bit more. The other book I for sure will be reading in March is Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. Sam and I have been reading one per month in this series together, and neither of us loved the first 2. The second one was better than the first one, but I have the highest of hopes for Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies because I think they're both going to be a bit darker, and that is what I'm wanting, but done in a certain way. Like Twisted Love was dark in a way that I didn't like. And so I don't know. I find reading it enjoyable. Like I like Anna Huang's writing, and I will try her, is it King of Wrath? But this Twisted series so far, not loving it so much. So Sam and I are starting out on March 1st, and then when we finish Twisted Hate, we will be reading Dawn of Onyx, which again, I will be vlogging my reading experience of that book. Another book that, besides the other ones that are in my reading vlogs I have planned, which I want to keep those secrets to not spoil the entire thing, The Cruel Prince by Ashley Jade is the cover to cover book club pick for March, and that just sounds really intriguing to me. It is a dark bully romance, and the reviews looked really good, and I've never read anything by Ashley Jade, so that cover to cover is Tori from Novel Life and Sam from Sam Reads a Little, their book club, and I like joining in on their discussions when I can, but like in February they read Powerless, and I really want to read Flawless and Heartless first, so I wasn't able to join them in February. So if I can, I will join them in March, but that is kind of lower priority compared to these other reads. So anyways, I read... Stop! So anyways, that is my chaotic plans for March reading. There are a lot of books. I have like a list here. I need to deal with this fool. You're a fool. But the 6 we talked about first. Oh my god. So anyways, those are my reading plans for the month of March. My life is chaos, that's why I'm filming where I'm filming today. Let me know in the comments below what books you are most excited for in the month of March. Are you excited for the reading vlogs I hinted at, though didn't quite tell you what they were going to be? Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!